welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kayla, and here we love to talk about all things luxury and high-end makeup and beauty. So today we are going to be talking about this new Hela eyeshadow palette. It is Angelica NYQVIST collaboration with ODEN'S Cosmetics. Y'all, I was so excited to get this palette whenever it came out. If you know me, you know I love greens. Specifically, I love greens, but I just love pinks and purples. So this palette just speaks to me on a whole other level, and I am so excited to have gotten it. So if you want to see swatches and if you want to see how I created this look as well as hear my thoughts, then just keep watching. Okay, so first we're going to swatch the top row with all those gorgeous greens. So from left to right, we have Rebirth, Fluorescence, Underworld, and Decay. So stunning. The next we're going to swatch the second row, and from left to right we have Golden Bridge, Moss, Venom, and Ouroboros. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Here's the third row, and from left to right we have Wolf, Hela, Hellfire, and Goddess. Oh my gosh, y'all, that row alone could just be its own look. So pretty. And then last but certainly not least, we have the bottom row from left to right. Double-sided, River, Soot, and Complete. Y'all, I would buy this palette for that River shade alone. Look at that. So beautiful. Okay, so here I have the beautiful palette. So today I want to go in with some of these like pinkier shades. Y'all know I love my greens, but I'm actually going to film a reel tomorrow using those. So what I'm going to do first is go into this shade down here called Soot. And I'm just gonna kind of work that on my lid. I do have my Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Eye Primer on my eyes, and I set it with a little bit of translucent powder. So I'm gonna use my Sonia G Jumbo Blender and start working that on my eyelid. Okay, so that blended out beautifully. Y'all, this is a really fantastic brush. I actually find myself reaching for this brush almost every day because as you can see, it really packs on the color, but it also really just kind of blends it out. I don't know, I digress. So I'm gonna add that shade to the other side and I'll be back. So I added it to that eye. It looks messy right now, but I promise we're gonna make it work. So next I'm gonna go into this shade right here called Goddess, and I'm gonna work that close to that color, kind of in my crease. And I'm going to use my Wayne Goss number 17 brush. So as you can see, I kept that really like in my natural crease. I didn't bring it too far above, but just far enough to where I can blend it in with another shade, and they just blended together beautifully. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye and I'll be back. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into this shade right here, this beautiful light pink, and it's called Hela. And I'm gonna take my Sonia G Classic Crease Brush, and I'm just gonna use that to kind of diffuse out that darker pink that we just put down. Like I said, I really want this to just be kind of like a blown out, very smoky, colorful eye. Okay, well that's beautiful. So I'm gonna add that, do the same thing on this other eye, and then I feel like I lost a little bit of that darker pink, so I'm gonna show you when I go back in with that color. I'm gonna take that same Wayne Goss number 17 that I went into that Goddess shade with, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more and add it into my crease. And then now I'm gonna go back into that original shade, Soot, and just pack a little bit more on my lid. Okay, y'all, so now is where the magic is gonna happen, okay? As you can see when I swatched, I'm like obsessed with this shade, okay? I'm gonna go in with the shade down here, River, and I'm gonna add that on my lid and up a little bit into my crease because it just truly, truly transforms any shadow that you put it on top of. So I'm just gonna use my finger for that. I mean, look it. It is so... I know you already saw the swatch, but I just feel like this shadow needs like all the appreciation in the world. I mean, what even? Look how beautiful, y'all. So here's the side with it, obviously. I mean, look at that color shift, y'all. I don't even know how to describe it other than it's pure magic in an eyeshadow. I'm gonna add it to this side and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna do something a little different this time. I usually don't do underneath my eyes until I finish my whole base, but today I am gonna do underneath my eyes so y'all can kind of see how I do that too. Okay, so I cleaned it up just a little bit. So underneath my eyes, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go into this Hela shade with a Refer number 26, and I'm just gonna apply that underneath my eyes. And I am taking it kind of far down because whenever I go in with my concealer, I'll be able to clean it up. I'm feeling like I want a little more, so I'm actually gonna use this Sonia G Mini Booster and do the same thing. Now I'm gonna go into this Goddess shade on that same Refer number 26 and add it as well under my lash line, but keep it a little bit closer. Now I'm gonna go into this Soot shade with a BK Beauty number 204 and just add that to the outer corner. I'm gonna take that mini booster, Sonia G mini booster that I use in that Hela shade. I'm not picking up any more product, but I'm gonna use it to kind of buff that out. So last but certainly not least, I'm gonna go into this gorgeous shade down here called Double Sided, and I'm gonna add that to my inner corner, and then once I do my brows, I'll put just a tiny little bit under my brows. I'm gonna use that same BK Beauty number 204 brush. I did clean it off. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I'd picked barely any up on this brush, but look at it. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that shade. I feel like it's gonna kind of like that River shade, just transform whatever shadow you put it over top of. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna go finish up my base. Well, finish up my makeup and I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished look. To say that I'm obsessed with this palette is an understatement, okay? Every shade is just absolutely stunning. I think that you can create neutral looks with it. I mean, I know that it looks really bold, but like you could just take one of these matte shades and that could be it, or you could top it with one of like this shade or even this one, and it's just really beautiful, and I'm so glad to have this in my collection. Congrats again to Angie on this collaboration. It's so beautiful, and if it is restocked and you get the chance to pick it up, run, do not walk. It's stunning. So let me know in the comment section down below if you picked up this palette. If so, what are your thoughts on it? What other kind of looks would you like to see me do with the palette? Like I said, I'm going to use the greens tomorrow in a reel that I'm going to do over on Instagram. And as always, if you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of our little fam here on YouTube. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there too. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!